Wow, that's pretty bad. Pretty bad. Holy. Good morning, everybody. We're gonna get going with these videos. Jimmy has been away with his girlfriend on a cruise. Been watching the storm and the weather and everything. The ocean is a disaster. Jim has only been in contact with FaceTime audio through Wi-Fi. Let's get outside here first. We have Zoe going to work. She knows the schedule. Every day around 6:30, we head on out. We either go to pick up stuff from the auctions or we go right to the shop and go to work. But if you guys have been following all these cruises that have been trying to go through these storms, they were going to Bermuda for 5 days, and they got to the island. It was 70-mile-an-hour winds, 30-foot waves. They couldn't even get off the ship. So he's been pretty much floating in the ocean past 5 days, and not be able to get off the ship, not be able to go on the pool. So not sure how miserable he is. We're not miserable at all, though. We're up here still in North Jersey, and we've been putting in work at the shop. We've been cleaning up around the property. This trailer, this is just a side note, this trailer is a beast. You've seen Jim put this winch setup on right here. We got a lot of comments on the shorts about how it's not strong enough, it's not gonna last very long. You can see the trailer is it's flimsy, but we're not putting a skid steer on here. We're putting like a walker mower, a four-wheeler, something 500 pounds or less. And this trailer pulls it with no problem. Doesn't sway at all. And now specifically with the winch, we'll be able to pull on broken quads, broken lawnmowers. You name it, this trailer's doing a good job for us so far. And it was inexpensive. I think it's $1,000 used? No, we paid $900 used. I think it's $1,200 or $1,300 brand new. And it is brand new. The guy used it not even one time to move something, and then he ended up moving, so he needed it gone. So what we are going to do, hopefully this is going to be like a one-man vlog today because Jim is not back from his trip yet. We are going to, what are we going to do? Head is spinning first thing in the morning, trying to figure out what's what. We are going to be setting this trailer up for my father-in-law to go pick up a Toro Z355, which is back in the day, it's a copy of the walker mower. We had the Exmark Explorer, as you can see in one of our old videos. Jim will probably put something over here, the link to that video. But this is Toro's copy of the walker back in 2005, whatever year this thing is. Now they have the Toro Direct Collect Z, but this thing, I don't know. We're going to try it out. We won this thing on auction. It's a little bit of a drive, so we're going to send my father-in-law with this little trailer with his Toyota Tacoma. He has a 2016 or 17 Toyota Tacoma. Thing sips fuel, so we're going to send him up there with the trailer to go get that. It doesn't run. It only has 113 hours on it. It's in pretty good shape, but it's been sitting for a year or two, but hence the low hours. That's why we went after it. And we do not want to drive. This doesn't make sense. We're trying to figure out our truck situation here. We're using a dually right now to tow this little tiny trailer. And it almost makes sense to get rid of the trailer and put a winch in the bed of the truck to pull the stuff into the truck, but we don't want to do that either. It's because the trailer it's low to the ground. It's just easy in and out. I temporarily went on Google and just threw into the search what a new Toyota Tacoma, what a new Ford Ranger, some like one of those smaller pickup trucks that's four-wheel drive that we could still drive in the snow up here in North Jersey and get around if we ever got stuck at an auction in the mud or something. What does it go for new? And the prices are outrageous. 42 grand for a base model, 50 grand for the next model up, and it just goes from there, and the prices are $700 to $900 a month for that. And no, that's crossed off the table immediately, because I was thinking, just my thought process was, why use this truck when it's about $120 to fill it up with this little trailer, or the gold truck hooked up to this trailer, which we're going in the gold truck today, to spend $120 on a trip to go get a mower and just knock $120 off the profit right off the bat, when we can have something that maybe costs $25 in fuel. And that would just add up over the time, but not spending 900 bucks a month on a truck, or even 700 bucks a month. We already spend 900 bucks a month on my wife's new car, and that's the only new car we're gonna deal with for now. Let's get a couple more things out. We have 3 tie downs for my father-in-law. We'll put them right here. We have the open wrench for releasing the hydros to get the thing to roll freely. That can go there. The winch is ready to go. Push button. Well, it was ready to go until this morning. Hey Jim, you're in the Atlantic Ocean. Why is this not working? That's not good. Oh, maybe because he didn't tighten up the terminals. Wonderful. Let's clip this camera down here. Ay, ay, ay. Jim amazes me. He will take a 6-liter and he will put it into a Ford Bronco, and he will weld all the brackets in place and make everything work, but he won't tighten up the terminals on a battery, or he won't tighten up the terminals on the winch. Ay, 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 Jimmy, Jimmy, Jimmy. It's a nice setup. It worked yesterday. It doesn't work now. I wonder if the battery is dead. Yeah, maybe it's just the cheap winch. It works. She's gotta give it a little tap. A little love tap. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We are going to leave this stuff here for my father-in-law to hook his truck up to this thing. I think that's all I was supposed to leave up, and we were going to leave him with the breaker bar with a 13/16, just in case to get a flat tire. So he's got this to change the tire. He's got the 3 ratchet straps. This is to release the hydros. He's got the brand new spare. The winch is now working. Needed a little bit of a love tap. So here's where I want everybody's opinion. We have this truck. We bought this truck for the dumpster business, which we are still waiting for the permits. They take up to 18 months. We've been around 11 months now that we've been waiting. So we thought it was right off the bat, so we probably could have held off on buying this truck. But this truck has served us well over the past year since we did all the motor work to it. It's literally turn the key, drive it wherever you want. If we go start this right now, it's about 18 degrees out here right now. It'll start right up. It's been sitting here unplugged overnight. But it needs rear leaf springs, and it needs airbags or something to be able to tow the big trailer, because it's a dually. We should be using this truck to tow the trailer, which I'll show you up here, the one that we always use. And then the gold truck can be used for this little trailer maybe, or contemplating putting a tow hitch on my wife's Kia Telluride, just for going to get quads and stuff, because that car has CarPlay in it. It's comfortable, heated seats. When I take a 2-hour trip to go get a 4-wheeler or something, we don't have to take the diesel and spend $100 in fuel. It's just crazy. Hence why I looked into a Toyota Tacoma. I was thinking about getting rid of one of the pickup trucks and just seeing what that option looked like, but it's way too expensive. I don't need that. These trucks are both paid for. Both of them have all the motor work and transmission and you name it done to them. Turn the key and go. This truck has been sitting up here for about 10 days, hooked up to the trailer, ready to go. Jim's been away on vacation. I've been just putting my head down and going to work at the shop, so didn't really have any time to go pick anything up until now. Our inventory is getting a little bit thin. Let me give you a sec. Don't want to drop everything. Where did I put the keys? Okay. This truck has been sitting up here, like I said, 10 days unplugged. It's been warm, it's been cold. Like I said, 18 degrees this morning. Let's see what this thing does after sitting for such a long period of time. It does have the fuel supplement, the diesel 911 in the tank to prevent gelling of the fuel. But we need this today because we are going to pick up some items we wanted at auction yesterday, about 30 minutes away. A bunch of landscaping equipment related stuff. I know a lot of you guys like watching lawnmowers be repaired and stuff like that versus the trucks. Some of our audience is for the trucks and the parts and stuff, and some of our audience is for anything landscape related. So we're going to be picking up a walker mower today. You're going to think it looks like a pile of crap when you see it sitting there on the pallet with no wheels and no mower deck, but we're going to turn that pile of crap into a pile of gold, and it's going to be very profitable. So that's going to get loaded up onto the trailer. We want a pile of bluestone, brand new bluestone, for very cheap. The only reason I bid on it is because I need to replace some bluestone at my house, and I know how expensive this stuff is. I know what that goes for new. And it is new, and it sold very cheap because the owner of this company was retiring and just had to unload everything. Sorry everyone, I'm doing my best with this one-man vlog. Usually it's Jimmy filming me, or we're together and we're doing something. Give me a sec here. Okay. Our day is only gonna get started if this truck starts. Let's pop the hood here. Frozen. Sidekick. She is the most annoying dog in the world, but also the most loyal and the most obedient and the best listening dog in terms of, you could let her out next to a highway to go to the bathroom and she'll go to the bathroom and jump right back in the truck. Not that we've ever done that, but at the shop, it's a busy road. She will go to the bathroom in the woods and come right back. So she has her flaws of barking at literally everything that moves, including the wind. But then she's front and center with me every single morning in the truck. As you can tell, this thing is cold, very cold. It's been sitting, like I said, 10 straight days without being started. So let's see how it does. I trust this truck so much. If I got a call from California that there was $1 million laying on the ground and I had to drive this truck to go get it, and if it broke down and I owed them $1 million, I would take the bet because I know that this truck's gonna make it. No problems. Let's see what happens. We have on the ticker is 439,000 miles. With a new engine put in about 15,000 miles ago. That is not bad at all. 10 days of sitting, it started up that easily. That's insane. We got people at 40 degrees having to plug their truck in all winter. Either send your truck to us and we straighten it out, or check out our videos on what we recommend that you can do, because these motors are not that hard to work on. Even if your truck has 300,000 miles, if the compression is good, the internals of the motor are good, you can make your truck start like this truck just did in 10 degree, sitting for 10 days at 18 degrees cold start. With no smoke. That's crazy. No smoke at all. You'd think there'd be some white smoke from it being cold, but nothing. So here's where I love asking our viewers opinions on stuff. We get a lot of comments, and a lot of really, really good comments on when we ask a question in a video and we get people answering that question. We take everyone's comment into consideration regardless of what the topic is. So once again, over yonder is the black dually pickup truck towing a little tiny small trailer. pretty much I've been using that black dually to be my daily driver back and forth to the shop and to run errands, to pick up parts, because this truck, the gold truck here, is set up to tow. It's got the heavy duty springs in the back, it's got the airbags. You can put a 10,000 pound dump truck on here and the truck won't squat and it pulls it with no problem. But it's a single rear wheel and I'd rather tow it with the dually down there. The dually's a 350 and then this gold truck is a 250. I would love to make the gold truck more comfortable and put better seats in it. The seats are ripped and the cushions are missing and it's just a rough ride. And make my daily driver again like it was when I first bought it. And make the black truck, the dually, a tow pig as people call it. And put bigger springs and everything in the back. And you're probably saying, well, why don't you just do exactly what you said? Problem is this black truck is only 2-wheel drive. So we go to an auction or we go somewhere, we need to be able to get out if it snows or if it's freezing rain or if we get stuck in the mud. Basically that truck needs to be made 4-wheel drive and this truck needs front tires, and it's just a big mix of what should we do here, because the gold truck has fuel 20-inch rims, I think they are, maybe they're 18, but they're 35-inch tires. The tires, we're chewing through them like crazy from towing. So I don't know, the front tires need to be replaced on this truck, and I'm sick and tired of spending $300 a tire because I was a stupid kid 6 years ago and I wanted really cool wheels on this truck, and every year I'm having to put at least 2 tires on it, and it's too much money. They're not meant for towing heavy loads like we're about to be doing, not today but in the next week, and like we have been doing. So basically this truck needs 2 new tires in the front, and then we can continue on our journey. But then we got the black truck that needs 2 new tires, 4 new tires in the rear, but we also want to make it 4-wheel drive. Potentially making the black truck 4-wheel drive with a new transmission and a transfer case and converting it, and we have to switch the front end in it. Potentially getting rid of the gold truck over here, because then I can cut down on the insurance and the registration, which is not too much money, but also don't have to worry about 2 vehicles. We can just worry about 1. And both trucks are bulletproof, so why not have 1 instead of 2? And we always have the dump truck and Jim's truck and my wife's car laying around in case we needed it. So just asking for everyone's feedback. What would you do? Once again, the gold truck is a single rear wheel, needs front tires. Other than that, it's ready to tow every day. But basically, I don't have a daily vehicle that makes sense right now because this truck is hooked up to this trailer 24/7, ready to roll. And I don't need a dually to go daily drive everywhere. And it's 2-wheel drive, so it's winter time now, and I can't take it out because if it starts snowing on the way back, I'm screwed. Once again, we have a lot of money into both trucks. We're not going to get that money back if we sell them. I would love to keep both, which is realistically kind of the plan. But just seeing what everyone's thoughts are, that both truck needs work. The black truck needs to be converted to 4-wheel drive. If we sold the black truck, we'd lose a lot of money, and if we bought another 7.3 dually that's 4-wheel drive, we'd be pulling the motor and resealing it and everything, and that truck already has it done down there. The reseal's done. So it's just tossing a bunch of different things up in the air. So we are going to go get started with this trip. The truck's nice and warm now, and we are going to go pick up our stuff. We'll show you when we get there. What do you think, Zoe? Are we ready to roll? We're ready to go for a ride, and then when we get there, we're gonna go for a walk, and maybe when we get to the shop, we're gonna eat. Yeah, she's ready. Just about ready here. This is 3 degrees. It's actually colder than I thought. We live in like this weird valley where just this street, last winter we got 3 or 4 inches of snow with a snow shower flurry. Then you drive up the street a half a mile and there's a dusting. I guarantee once we get up the street it'll be 16 or 18 degrees, and here it's 3. It feels like it too. It's cold. And once again, 10 days, this thing started right up. I don't know, where are we taking this channel? That's also some questions that we've been getting. As you can see, Jim redid the logo, and we have been for the past couple months the Ziggy Brothers. which is going to feature all of our businesses and everything we do. It's going to feature Ziggy's Lawn and Landscape. It's going to feature the work we do at the shop. It's going to feature the dumpster business once that gets going. He mentioned it already, but we changed the name so it focuses on what we do as a brothers in business, pretty much, and family members. I'm going to try working on some videos. Jimmy takes some of the pressure off of him. He works on videos really late at night, and now with my daughter wakes up at 4 o'clock every morning. Can't really complain. She sleeps for 9 hours from 7 to 4. So I'm awake at 4 till probably 7 till I get ready to go for the day. So I have a few hours while she's playing and watching her TV bouncing and whatever the heck the thing is called. And I'm going to start maybe making some videos in that time. Sorry for the long intro of talking, but we're going to get going here to this auction to pick this stuff up. And stay tuned, because we're going to be picking up some crazy stuff, some normal stuff, and everything in between. And probably stuff we never even envisioned that we're going to be buying. We're going to be buying. Let's get going. All right, everyone, we're nearing the destination here at the auction site. I'm going to try and film a little bit of them loading up the stuff on the trailer, but we'll see what we can actually film. Zoe's very excited. She's on her feet, ready to go. I'm very excited too, because we got some of this stuff at good prices. We're going to see the walker mower that we bought, and I already know I'm going to get a text message from our good friends Brandon and Bern up in Boston with Bern's Lawn Care. Also, if you haven't followed them yet, check their channel out. It's Bern's Lawn Care. And like I said, they're outside, they're south of Boston, and they do landscaping videos. He loves his walker mowers, equipment repairs, stuff like that. He's going to give me a text that I bought a turd Ferguson and that I overpaid on it, and he would have offered the guy 50 bucks. So I know that text is coming. But Brandon, I'm going to turn this thing into gold, just like you do with your walker mower. So let's see what happens. All right, everyone, here we are loaded up with just about everything. We got a single stage snowblower for the walker. We had one of these last winter when we first moved into the house. There was a video of it. It worked okay. It wasn't the best, wasn't the worst. We have a walker diesel sitting here, missing a wheel on this side, the mower deck, and a wheel in the back, but the engine supposedly runs, and it's a diesel. And then back of the truck here, got some nice wheels off of a Dodge pickup truck. We got wheels for the walker with aggressive tread for the snow. Got a snow blower, decent shaped tailgate, and a bunch of truck parts with filters, oil filters, spark plugs, you name it. There's attachments for the steel articulating hedge trimmer. We got an edger, and then in there is a debris blade attachment, some hedge trimmers, some more wheels, bunch of cool stuff. And then we got a pallet of pavers coming up. All right, everyone, we're back at the shop. We got everything about to be unloaded. This is the pickup truck bed. There's 3 really decent rims for a Dodge pickup truck, a newer style Dodge. Showed you some of the stuff while we were there, but here we are back. It's the Ford tailgate in good shape. Got some snow tires for the walker, a snow blower, then just some miscellaneous stuff. Here's the single stage snow blower that fits right here onto this walker diesel. Missing a wheel on this side, which is no big deal. Missing the wheel in the back. But us walker guys, we have parts for these things for days. So we have parts laying around for pretty much anything walker related. So a couple wheels is no big deal. It's not going to slow us down. 3-cylinder Kubota diesel. Supposedly it was running, but then they started to take parts off of it, like the wheels and the back wheel, and the battery's actually here. The hydros are there, and the fins are in good shape. So hopefully they haven't been overheated, and we'll see what happens with that. We're going to try and crank this up in this video here just to see what happens once we get it off and put it in the garage. Teco block. These are giant pavers. Concrete pavers. They're heavy. Brand new. Left over from a job. And then we got my parents' generator that hasn't been running in 11 years, and we're going to try and get it running. Clean the carburetor and the fuel and whatnot, and just see what happens there. But we're going to unload some of this stuff and work our way from the trailer forwards. Got the walker back here. We use the skid steer to just simply drop it right here in the garage. As you can see, we got a bunch of projects going on here. A Toro Workman, Suzuki 4-wheeler, Polaris Sportsman, a 6-liter, my parents' generator like I just showed. Here we go. This thing's got a good tire on one side. They stole the tire off the other side, which is no problem. We have a bunch of them in stock. Like I said, we have seats in stock for the walkers. We have belts. We just don't have hoppers. I think we have fuel tanks. We have blade adapters for the wheels. We have mower decks. We have blades. We have gearboxes. We keep everything in stock. We're gonna see if this thing wants to fire up. 3-cylinder Kubota diesel. It's showing 3,700 hours on the hour meter, which for these Kubotas is absolutely nothing. These things fit in anything pretty much. The 4-cylinder ones do, I know for sure. They fit in skid steers, the golf course mowers. I mean, you name it, people use these things. Obviously the 3-cylinder is a little bit smaller, but once again, people put them in go-karts, smaller skid steers, pretty much anything you can really think of, these things will fit in. And the guy said it was running, so we'll see what happens. Obviously the battery's dead, so we're gonna hook up the jumper cables here to this big battery and see if we got anything. Fan turns on. Bad connection. What are we doing?
Starting our morning off.
We're going to, there's a quad for sale up here in the woods, right?
Yeah, it's for sale. It's free actually, if you can get it.
Actually, going on the thumbnail you guys just saw, that doesn't look too good, does it?
No.
Papa Zig also hasn't been on the channel in a while because we haven't shown, probably when we were doing leaves, right?
Yeah.
We didn't have a ton of leaf videos.
Yeah.
But, he hasn't talked on camera in a while.
Yeah.
He got his 4-wheeler stuck in the woods last night while he was hunting, and it slid into a ditch and he couldn't get it out.
Wow, that's pretty bad. Pretty bad. Holy.
Could be worse if I was going fast and didn't see it. I was trying to cross here and it's just... get caught on that roof right there. Should have the chainsaw. Huh?
I don't think that's doing too much. It's fine. It's riding up against the tire, but it's fine.
Thank you, son. Thank you, son.
You're welcome, Dad.
Peace out. Peace out, kids.
Well, we just helped Papa Zig.
Yeah, he's fine, but his quad's a little bit dinged up.
Yeah.
Which it was already dinged up to begin with. Look at this thing. What does this look like? It looks like maybe it's long lost 5th cousin sitting over there.
Yeah.
That one saw it already. That one needs a lot of work. We're getting to it, but this, we couldn't turn this down. The deal we got on this is a Toro Z Master 355. So it's the back in the days version copy of the Walker mower. I don't, now it's the Toro Direct Collect Z is what they call it.
Yeah.
I don't know, was this back when it was the X-Mark Explorer?
Maybe.
And the Skag Cougar, like, they all kind of look the same, and they all stopped making it because the Walker was better. Supposedly this one is slow. That's why the people we bought this from stopped using it, and they went back to Walker, which is also slow. But to say that this is slower, I'd like to see it. Crank,
All
right?
right.
To see the compression.
Look at that key.
Oh yeah.
Nothing.
Parking brake?
It's not up, is it?
No.
There we go.
Didn't feel like it did anything,
Yeah,
did
it
it?
didn't. No, it doesn't seem like it's doing anything. DTO's on, isn't it? No, it's not. Just turn it in the on position.
Off and down. To sit in the seat, or does this have a sensor? Is this a sensor?
Yeah, it is, right?
No, it's just a piece of metal.
There's a sensor right here. There's a sensor right here for the ground. It's going. It's going. It's got juice. That sounds like terrible.
Now let me flip it.
Yeah, flip it so we could see.
It's not coming up.
No.
Is this what it was doing in there? Just
Yeah, it
spinning?
was just spinning. Oh, now it's moving, right? Oh, no. Okay. The starter's shot.
All right. Starter, and then this thing should crank.
And then,
It's definitely gonna run on starting fluid. We'll just have to probably change the filter and make sure we get good gas.
yeah, and then, yeah, go through and clean it up. But that'll
This is
come
on
back.
hold.
Yeah, this is on hold
We're
for a
gonna
little
switch
bit.
back to the Walker diesel.
Yeah.
Put the tire on the other side and put the wheel on the back so we can free roll it around and get rid of this pallet.
All right. It looks like a Walker again.
It looks like a mower now. Take one of the hydrants. It's not on a pallet anymore. The hydros are released. Oh, this one wasn't up all the way. Is that one? Which one we put on this side? See
Yeah.
how it does going like that now. The hopper's in pretty good shape on this thing.
It looks clean. It does.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, it looks.
It looked like a pile of garbage with sitting on a pallet with missing the wheels. Now we're just missing a mower deck, which is actually in my garage. That's running the action. The reasons of this.
Yeah, no doubt.
Look at that, new battery. Give it a go. I hope it drives.
No, it's just needed to drive.
Need
The
to try.
transmissions to work.
Sure.
I think it should be fine.
I think so too.
Looks like a wheelchair with no mower deck.
Motorized wheelchair.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. All right, well, we just got the Walker all, I guess, not buttoned up, but it's running.
Running and driving.
Yeah, and it works, so.
Crazy. Sometimes you get so lucky with this stuff. It's oh, it needs a lot of work. It's been sitting. This thing, we put a battery in it, right? Was that
Yeah,
it? That's
and
all we did to it.
Yeah, just freshened up the battery connections. They were a little bit rough.
And we had it running for like an hour straight outside. It doesn't use any coolant. It doesn't overheat. It doesn't smoke. All the gauges work. The hour meter works. It dry. We let it warm up, so it warmed up the hydros too, so we would know if the hydros were slipping after an hour of them being warmed up, and they're not. They're strong. Not sure if we're going to throw a mower deck on it to sell it, or if we're going to throw the snowblower attachment on it and sell it as like a Walker snowblower.
Yeah.
And someone can buy their own mower deck. That would reflect the price, but we have both. We have a snowblower and the mower deck for it, but kind of don't want to get rid of the mower deck just yet because it's almost brand new. So I don't know, but it runs. Turn the key, warm the glow plugs up. Now it's 31, but it feels like it's like 18 degrees out.
Yeah.
It starts right up. Just needed a battery. It's just crazy. That'll wrap this video up.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, everyone, depending when you see this video.
You wrap it up. You wrap it up because this was your video.
It's my video of me talking for 20 minutes at the beginning.
Yeah.
Just to wrap it up, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys, we love Walker mowers. Hopefully you guys enjoy the Walker mower content as well. Give us a subscribe down low if you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more. We were shooting for around 10,000 subscribers around Christmas. We're almost at 7,000, so pretty close. It's a win. It's more than we actually thought we would have in this amount of time, honestly. But it's thanks to everybody that subscribes and supports our channel, the commenters, people who watch, just everybody putting their time into watching, the time that we put into the videos to make for you guys. Throw any other comments down that you'd like to let us know on, and peace out. Merry Christmas.
Bye now.